Welcome again to another episode of the C-List Villains Podcast, your cultivators of the comic culture. I'm your host, AJ. We've got Luke and we've got Red. Red still has not shown his face for the last two episodes. Red, are you doing all right?
Cam on.
I'm under the weather. I'm still under quarantine, and my dogs are all over the place.
Oh, well.
Your dogs are the stars.
You got COVID?
More dog.
I don't know if I have COVID yet. My test is on Wednesday. Plus, my dogs are just all over the place right now. I can't.
Wait, have you been going to work?
No, I did not go to work on the 30th. That's what, Thursday? Yeah.
Yes.
I was experiencing symptoms on Wednesday, and I spent the whole weekend recovering. And then I did a show with E-Man on Saturday just to, give him a little bit of, little bit of help there.
Right.
Did great, but I was still pretty struggling through the bronchitis part of that, the sickness.
I don't think bronchitis is a symptom. Maybe you just have a bad cold.
Well, whatever it is, there's phlegm collecting in the lungs.
Gotcha.
And whatever else comes up after that, but it's getting better. It could be the what do you call it? The Omarian variant.
Omicron?
The Omarian variant. But it could be just your regular run-of-the-mill bronchitis. It's been 2 years since I had a serious illness like this because of the whole mask mandates and trying to keep social distancing, keeping my hands clean, all that good stuff. I've been doing pretty well. It just I let my guard down for the last couple of weeks just because it was starting to get comfortable again. I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I think we all were. Yeah.
It happens. Well, luckily it's not bad, but the rest of the office, however, is on sort of a lockdown now because there's at least 8 other infections that came up.
Oh boy.
And yeah, we're gonna have to start working from home again. But I'll know more about it tomorrow.
Okay. Well, let us know. Keep us updated, and even if you are, I mean, there's like a less than a 1% chance that it'll be serious since you're vaccinated. So
yeah. Plus the fact that me being diabetic and overweight, that kind of puts it in the favor of the virus. But the whole being boosted and vaccinated, gives you that equal fighting chance.
Totally.
Yeah. Apparently, there's a new one after the Omicron. I've heard, but I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah, Megatron.
Let's hope it's Megatron. I will only accept Megatron.
Oh man, Luke, how you doing, buddy?
Oh wow, amazing, amaze balls. Great New Year's.
What'd you do?
We did like a tapa style. I had the grill going. I put like an entire thing of like the lump charcoal and just like kept it burning all night and just like didn't have just one meal, but just like made little tiny meals all night.
Man, there was a tapa spot that I used to go to. It only lasted for like a year or two. It was so good, and now I don't know any tapas restaurants down here. I mean, I'm sure there are. I just don't know where to look for them.
Well, yeah, I
was Vegas.
Well, come up here. I'll make you some good meat.
Nice.
You can taste my meat anytime, AJ.
Whoa.
Anytime you want, my meat is available for you.
Yeah, he's a master at what he has. He only has the Weber egg, or
just the mini one.
Yeah, it works great. He did this chicken when I went up there. It's like, wow, it cooked really fast. He uses the special charcoal with it.
Okay. Are you breast, thigh, wings? What are you?
Oh, thigh. You gotta go thigh.
I'm a thigh all the time.
There is because you can't overcook the thigh. There's a lot to be said for the breast and the wing, though. I mean, it's you got to mix it up every once in a while.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, if like the more thicker the breast, I guess there's not a lot of flavor going in. But if you get it just enough that thickness, the at least some of the marinade, like it enhances the flavor there. So
Totally.
just like the chicken in at El Pollo Loco, it doesn't have to be that steroid fed chicken. It can just be that just the grass fed or free range chicken. It's fine. It takes all the flavor from the grill.
Isn't all El Pollo Loco? Isn't it all just thigh and like drumstick and
No,
wings?
it's a full chicken. Because if you get the 4 piece, it's the breast and wing, the drumette, and then the thigh and thigh leg.
Oh,
That's the
okay,
four
all
piece.
right. It wouldn't make sense that like they don't use the breast, but yeah.
Well, look at not Buffalo Wild Wings, but Wingstop. They're starting to do thighs now. Instead of just
Ooh, really?
drumettes and wings. Yeah,
That's awesome.
because there's still plenty of chicken out there. It just you got plenty of seasoning. Might as well use those other parts.
Is there plenty? I mean, like I always feel like how are I feel like everything is just like manufactured now. Like how are we able to eat so much, consume so much,
And waste so much.
and like there's still like chicken and cows around, you know, like
Oh, capitalism, man. There's just plenty of
Industrial farms.
industrial farming at its best, where you can just grow as many as you want, as long as you could keep feeding them and shipping them out after you slaughter them.
but I always just feel like some of it got to be fake at this point because it just seems as though they can't keep up with the demand. But
Oh,
what do I know, right?
well, during the height of the first wave, yes, they couldn't keep up with demand because people were dropping dead at the slaughterhouses. People were getting sick, and and then I guess what's one of the big name brands of chicken farmers?
Foster Farms, right?
Foster Farms, yeah. So they started cutting back on workers, and then there's this big inflation on prices of meat just because there's none of the people chopping them up and killing them. But they have plenty of chickens just living on the farm.
Totally.
Yeah. All right, let's start talking about some well, we're not talking comic books, but pop culture, TV, whatever we want to talk about.
Yes, Jump Man. There's plenty of cows in Coalinga. That's actually Harris Ranch, and they have the best steaks there, or at least in the area.
Where's Coalinga at?
Coalinga's
Coalinga.
between Fresno and Bakersfield.
Oh, okay. So when you drive down the
Yes.
5, that stinky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that whole acreage right there, that's all cow farms. So
Right
that's
before
dairy,
you hit the armpit.
yeah, that's dairy farms and then your regular meat farms. And once you stop by at least North Bakersfield, you'll hit Harris Ranch. Harris Ranch is a butcher shop where you can just grab all their aged steaks and other meats.
You've gone there because that sounds pretty cool.
I haven't gone there in a long time, but yeah, they have a pretty big selection. Kind of expensive, but if you want that, if you're looking for that extra special prime rib, Harris Ranch is the place to go.
Okay, I never even heard about that place. It's good to know, though.
Well, come on, man. You've got to know the area that you live, right? So you figure all the food places, all the wine places in Napa Valley, Saratoga Springs and Monterey is also good wine valley and garlic country. East of our area here, there's this great sausage place in Lincoln or Lockford. Great places out there. So when E-Man finally goes and starts his foodie channel, we will probably get to see all these places.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting blown right now. My mind's getting blown with all this information.
You're welcome.
All right, well, let's start the show off and let's talk about that Book of Boba Fett. We all watched it, yes? Ooh, look at that, Jabba's throne room.
Nice. Oh, where'd you get that?
My wife got it for me for Christmas.
It's an Adidas too.
Yeah.
I know. I couldn't believe it. I was so stoked.
Oh, did you get that sweater that you ordered from I guess Columbia or North Face?
No, they're sold out there, but my wife surprised me with the Adidas one.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
I told her, I was like, the Columbia sold out. I was so bummed, and then she didn't say anything, and then she got me this.
Nice.
Good job, Rachel.
Well, since you've got the hoodie on, Luke, why don't you go first and give your review of the show?
I'm hoping that I liked it. I did enjoy it. It was super clunky. It was so clunky.
I'm not the only one that noticed it. All right, great. Awesome.
I think Tamura said maybe 40, 45 total words. He's an action guy though. Like he's hired for like his movements and like and now he's a little older and he's a little slower. But I think when I was going into it, I was kind of hoping for The Sopranos in space.
Right, because the whole mafia thing. Yeah.
Yeah, like he's gonna set up his gang in the palace. But he doesn't have a gang. And
Not yet, but he has the two pig-looking things.
Gamorrean guards.
He's got the guards, and so he's building it. And I love the sand people, the Tusken Raider scenes. The Sand People King is awesome. Or I think he's a king. He's a king.
At least the head chief.
The chief.
Yeah.
The elder chief.
Where he gives him the water at the end.
Yeah,
that was pretty badass. I like that. That was cool. But I wanted a little more building up with the he didn't talk much.
He was more on the what do you call it, the flashbacks where he was in the Sarlacc pit, how he came out of it, and it kind of remember that I guess it was a Community or Parks and Rec, where it was Patton Oswalt who did this little filibuster.
Yeah.
And then his gloved hand comes from the sand.
Exactly.
Panning from the maw of the beast.
That's totally canon now. I guess Patton Oswalt, wrote that. But they spent most of the show, on those flashbacks and how he came out, which is great because now we finally got to see what Boba had to deal with in the Sarlacc pit. It didn't really last much though. You figure he's gonna be there for days.
Well, that's the thing. They don't actually give you a time frame.
Yeah.
So he could have struggled for days. It's just, they show him when he first wakes up from being unconscious, and then him starting the process of escaping, and then the full-on hand is coming out of the sand. So
what's the fact that there's this little tidbit where he pulled the oxygen tube out of the dead stormtrooper and then used that to get himself at least
some air. Yeah.
So we all thought that stormtroopers don't have that oxygen packs in those helmets. They're just helmets for what it is.
I didn't realize that they have to breathe through that thing.
I thought it was already invented.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Basically, what you would see in the helmet is your targeting system, which they don't really do good at, and that's it.
They are TIE fighters are not sealed. So the pilots, they're breathing in their suits.
Right.
They're not breathing oxygen in the ship. The ship is open. Like
they have their own atmosphere within the suit. But that was a stormtrooper that was with him in there.
Yeah, it was a stormtrooper.
Yeah, so they just bust out.
But I guess every stormtrooper has a different part of the uniform, I guess, just for the special environments that they're going to be in. I assume that's what it is. And then the other part of the show he spent mostly in the water tank recovering. So maybe they have some old injuries he's still trying to heal.
Yeah, what was up at the back? The tank getting healed up.
Yeah, and he still needed to heal even at the very end.
Well, he did get attacked. You get
He couldn't throw down, and then like he had to tell his guards to take him there, dude.
yeah, you got beat up pretty bad, and then you had stunt double Fennec Shan doing this whole parkour thing throughout the city, and granted it was badass. There was this little tidbit I saw on one of the on Twitter that they forgot to edit out the stunt guy's shoes, so you saw a bunch of black Nikes running around. I'm hoping they edited that out.
I'm sure they did now.
Yeah, same thing for the little not Jawa, but the Tusken Raider kid.
Yeah, the same person.
Yeah, he had duct tape under his shoes. They forgot to edit that out too.
That was funny. That seriously cracked me up.
So when you said it was kind of clunky, yeah, it seemed rush. And then a lot of the I guess the meat of it, the story didn't really flush out. Because you're left guessing, like, who are these people attacking Boba and Fennec? You'll have to assume that they're also vying for the position of the new Hut, and then this whole business that he's trying to be what not corrupt, but trying to, like, what's the word I'm looking here? Trying to take money from it. Embezzle? No.
Launder.
Oh,
no. Not launder, but he's trying to like when you pay for protection. Yeah, I forgot what that is.
Is it racketeering?
It's a form of racketeering.
Okay, it's something like that, but that's what he's trying to do. So, what I gather from it, it's how we all played Grand Theft Auto 3, where you have to set up your empire,
Yeah,
and then work around the whole city, and then build up your rep, and that's what we're probably going to see for the rest of the episodes.
I hope you take Fennec's advice though, and take the litter out, and have him and be carried around, and actually like take the throne instead of I was worried they're gonna go like just make it Mando 2.0.
It did, because you already had a way of doing things. He didn't want to rule the way Jabba ruled. He wanted to be respected.
I know, and I'm just like he's not, like the Mandalorian. I don't know. Make him be a badass. Like, make it be more like an adult show. Like, make him be brutal. Like, that would be so awesome.
I hope it goes that way.
It would, but it's Disney though, so
I know it is.
That's
very
tough.
Disney. It felt like we were watching kind of like we're at the park and they're like playing out like a Boba Fett. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, it did.
I just
like
watching and the kids, yay, Daddy, look, it's Boba Fett.
Yeah, and then we're missing like Michael Scott and Dwight and Andy doing the whole parkour thing.
Like you're at Galaxy's Edge, right, at Disneyland, right?
Yeah, and he comes in with the actors and they do the scene for us, and that's kind of what it felt like.
Yeah,
and then she has the stun rod, and she just stuns the guy, and then they're like, oh, like they just stop fighting. I'm like, why'd you just stop fighting?
Like I figured Fennec would be a lot more deadlier than that, because she was in Mandalorian. She was a little bit more assertive with her killing.
I think it's because she's working for Boba, and he's kind of giving her the info, like we're trying to establish a new regime where we're not being feared but respected. That's how I took it.
I mean, at this point, Mandalorian or Jin Djarin, I get his name right.
Din Djarin, yeah.
I never remember his name. He seems way more brutal at this point than Boba Fett. Because in the I even went back and watched the first couple episodes of Mando with my kids, and he chops a guy in half.
That's right.
And it was like, oh, they're going full tilt.
And this episode was directed by Robert Rodriguez. which
Yeah.
also directed the episode where they brought Grogu to the Jedi, I guess, monument to contact Luke. So I was trying to compare between the two, and the styles are the same, but the story is a lot more grittier and a lot more killing going on there. Versus, I mean, there's a lot of action on Book of Boba Fett, but still the story just wasn't really fleshing out well.
Robert Rodriguez, he did the vampire movie, right?
Blade?
No, the with Quentin Tarantino and
From Dusk Till Dawn.
yeah, wasn't that Robert Rodriguez?
Our resident movie guy is not here today.
I know.
we'll have to Google that.
Let me see. From Dusk Till Dawn. Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, yes, he did. And Alita Battle Angel.
Yeah.
One Time in Mexico. Yeah, okay. All right.
You would think he would know how to do action sequences.
Well, of course, when you have a lead man in Antonio Banderas and George Clooney, but granted, these movies were produced with Quentin Tarantino in mind, not Disney.
I don't think Quentin didn't produce Dusk Till Dawn though. I don't think.
Oh, you got a minor producer tag on that.
Oh, okay, all right. Probably in name only, but yeah.
Spy
Who?
Spy Kids.
Oh, he did do the Spy Kids.
Okay, he went the kiddie route with that one. Okay, that works. Yeah. Well, let's just hope it gets better.
All right. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. The one good thing, and I don't know if I fully mentioned this, but I've said this at least in private. The actor, he got in shape because in Mandalorian, those episodes, he did not look like a superhero.
He had a pot belly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it looked like
Gamora.
He did not look like an intimidating. Like he did not look like an intimidating character. But now, at least, he looks in shape now.
Well, you spend a couple of days, months, years in the Sarlacc pit, and then the rest of the time when you're in Tatooine, that you're kind of in this nomad, not really doing anything. So yeah, you're gonna gain weight.
I don't know, man. If I'm living in the desert, I'm pretty sure I'd be losing weight.
It's too hot to do anything in the desert. Sit there and eat, get fat. Look at Jabba, and then his the guy that took out after him. What was his name?
Bib Fortuna.
Yeah, Bib Fortuna. He got fat too.
Bib. Yeah,
Bib is the guy with the weird thing, right?
Yeah, but he was also a Hutt. He was same race.
A young Hutt.
Yeah.
Oh, Bib Fortuna was a Hutt. I can't remember him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
Just Jabba got severely obese.
I don't remember. No, Bib Fortuna was not a Hutt.
No, they're the same race. They're the same race.
Bib Fortuna is not a Hutt, dude. Jabba the Hutt is a slug. Bib Fortuna is human-esque,
Yeah, he's different. Because even Jabba's son looks like a little slug.
Yeah.
Remember in the Clone Wars when they captured Jabba's son, like Ahsoka Tano and Anakin captured his son? He was just like a little tiny slug.
Yeah.
Oh, I figured they'd kind of lose the body if they get fatter. Like,
no, man.
He might have been like a hybrid, like kind of a cross, but
oh yeah, I could do it too. Because he had the whole tail and triple chin and everything. Just kind of had that powder thing going on.
Powder thing?
What's that one disease where your skin turns white?
no, Bib Fortuna's a Twi'lek.
Oh yes, okay.
Yeah, he's a Twi'lek, just like all the Ula and
I thought they have two things coming out of their head, not one.
Yeah, you just had the one.
Oh, so for the male species, I guess.
Well, but the greeter who came and saw Boba did have two.
Okay.
Yeah.
And hot damn, who was in the female, the casino owner, or whatever she was? Woo!
Yeah.
Wow. I was like fanning my face when she came on screen. I was like, whoa.
Who got casted for that?
That was a solid casting.
Yeah, you know she's gonna come back.
Oh
She's
yeah. She's a regular. She's for sure a regular. And you know it was her that sent the guards to go get her money back. That's why I was like, why is she giving the money so fast without even the thought?
I know the tribute money, right?
Yeah, why she give her tribute? It was because she's getting it that.
Well, okay, so what's up with Boba Fett's like weird drape thing too? I don't understand the little cape thing he's got going on. Like, it's not. It looks odd. You know what I'm talking about?
His monk outfit.
His what outfit?
His monk outfit that looks like he's a druid.
Well, no, like when he's like dressed up, he's got like this black cape thingy.
Huh. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, it's like it's weird.
Black cape thingy. Let me look here. Let's see any pictures of that.
Yeah, look it up right now.
I don't see anything here. Oh, everybody just can't wear their whole uniform every time, right?
Yeah, I guess.
And then you saw the reuse the old footage from Attack of the Clones.
No,
No,
they did.
Yeah, where Boba picked up his dad's head, and then
Oh yeah.
Forehead kiss thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was slightly edited, or there was ones that got cut from the original film because it didn't have most of the stuff like the digital monsters and stuff on there.
That's right. What do you guys give it out of a comic book rating scale?
I'd say for now, since it's the first episode, I'd say a solid 8.
Solid 8. Okay.
8-0, yeah.
What about you, Luke?
I would do a 7.5.
Okay, I'm going to give it an 8 as well. There's room for improvement, but I'm gonna, just like anything Disney Plus, I will continue watching it, and hopefully, it gets better as the next few episodes come along.
Holy crap!
7 episodes, right?
Think so.
The Twi'lek in Book of Boba Fett is Jennifer Beals.
No.
From Flashdance. I'm freaking out right now. Is that really her? She has.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, it is.
Wow. She is fire for being like 58. I'm kind of impressed that I'm really attracted to a 58-year-old.
Well, the look of Marissa Tomei, she's just as good looking too. Same age.
That is true. Wait, Marissa Tomei, she's 58?
She's
mid-50s, I think.
Let's look right now. Marissa Tomei she's 57.
57? That's bonkers. That's bananas. Jennifer Beals, though, is fire for being 58. And you know what? She's married to someone who's 35.
That lucky guy.
So she is a dude. Evil Fett, awesome. You're 60, rocking it.
Nice, Evil Fett.
No, Jennifer Beals. Wow, I thought whoever was playing that actress, because I didn't know Jennifer Beals. I thought she was like mid-20s.
Now, what are you looking forward to, or what are you expecting from the show?
I want the nitty and the gritty of Tatooine and Mos Eisley and the cities. I want it to be dirty. I know that sounds weird, but I don't want it to be clean. Like we have Mandalorian with the cute baby Yoda, and we've got fucking, we've got Rey and Finn sucking each other off.
Oh,
I want to see Disney. I want to see dirt. I want to see the underbelly of Star Wars. I want to see like blood.
yeah, we're in the whole center of the whole of vile and villainy or whatever.
Yeah, scum and villainy.
Scum and villainy in the area. We should be seeing that.
Very true. Very true. Oh, one question I wanted to ask you guys: the Tusken Raider kid, because you can't understand what they're saying, but is he trying to take credit for killing that animal?
I think that's his rite of passage.
Yeah, it was his rite of passage. I think he told everyone that. I don't think he told anyone that Boba killed him, but I think his dad knew.
Okay. That's what I was kind of getting. Like he was telling him when he killed him, but the dad or
that's
whoever
why his dad was like,
yeah,
I know you can't.
yeah.
You did this.
Evil Fett cosplay says, but they made him kind of a sissy. What was that would have killed? He would have said anything, but I want them to. Oh yeah.
Well, the whole respect thing, I understand, because he's been known to be the most, I guess, deadliest bounty hunter in the galaxy after his dad, and now he's trying to change his rep. Like, dude, you can't get away from your past. Your past is gonna catch up to you, and that's probably what it's gonna be. Where you're gonna see a lot of people, a lot of the older bounty hunters coming out to battle Boba Fett, and maybe we'll get to see that other bounty hunter from Clone Wars. What's his name?
The lizard-looking one.
Yeah, the one these blue color,
like the Greedos and the
Greedos as well. But definitely a lot of the bounty hunters that'll probably come back up just to battle for that title of the Hutt.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean they're all gonna take a swing at the title. They've got to.
Yeah.
And we'll probably get one of those I guess drug episodes where there's like a chemical that there's one Hutt or one vendor is selling and he's trying to stop the whole thing from spreading around Tatooine. We'll get one of those feel good episodes too right there.
So he's gonna be like, no crack is being sold under my watch type of
It has
thing.
to be my crack. It has to be my blue sky. It has to be my meth. Not anybody else's meth. It's mine.
But he could be one of those guys that says like, I don't want that because that destroys communities. So we're not going to be doing that.
Well, you got to make money. And you can't just make money off of gambling and
protection.
Yeah, racketeering and all that stuff. You got to have a product.
That's true.
Because he's not protecting anybody right now. Like,
yeah, you killed the main guy who had control of the whole planet. Now you've got to set everybody straight and tell them you're the new boss.
Wait, did he though? They don't quite explain how he has Jabba's palace.
But remember, they were giving tributes to him in the beginning of the show to let at least most of the leaders in that town know that he's now running things.
So we assume that he killed whoever was controlling that palace, Hutt's old palace,
which was Jabba. And then, but you also have now the mayor. He sent his assistant to not even give a tribute, but demand a tribute from Boba.
Yeah.
To continue the service.
Wait, hold on. So do we assume, because I don't think that's correct, that he killed Boba Fett? No, he didn't. He killed Boba Fett. Died
he killed Fortuna, which took over from Boba Fett. Is that what the story is? I don't know the story. Yeah, that's the end of Mandalorian season 2.
Oh man, I don't remember that. Okay,
that's right. Evil Fett, prostitution. There's a bunch of Twi'leks in there that needs a pimp.
Oh, he said Cad Bane. Oh yeah, Cad Bane. That was
that's the guy right there.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cad Bane.
He's also saying, did you notice the bad guys look like the hand from Teenage Yep, yeah. The foot soldiers, right? Yeah.
The foot, yeah. They did.
Yeah, with the whole red lightsaber shield kind of deal. Or I don't know, lightsaber, but
They're stun sabers or stun
it was,
wands,
it
stun
was so
staffs.
kind of lame. They didn't have to give on this full on fight. They just
It was it looked choreographed.
yeah.
Yeah.
And now everyone push. Yeah.
Push him in the middle. Okay,
And they made what's Ming Na Wen's character?
Fennec Shan.
They made her like such a good fighter in Mandalorian, and then here she can't handle like foot soldiers.
Well, she did chase him down parkour style.
Yeah,
Yeah,
was
but
pretty cool, but the ending was silly.
That was cool, but in the beginning where they got jumped, like it, she couldn't handle them for a little bit.
And why weren't they immediately just trying to kill him? What were they trying to capture him?
I don't know.
That one was kind of cloudy too, because I thought they wanted the money, but
they
had
the shields and just trying to stun him. And why aren't you trying to kill him?
That's true.
Hopefully they'll flesh out more in the second episode, because there's still a lot more questions there.
Yeah. Do you have any expectations for the show, Red?
No, I don't want to put any expectations on. I'm just gonna watch as I go.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to go with this one. I've got extremely high expectations for Mandalorian. I feel like that's their flagship. They're gonna put like millions and millions into that one.
And then what do you call it? Obi-Wan. That's gonna be the next big one.
Oh yeah,
Obi.
that's right.
And then Ahsoka, and then maybe a little bit more attention on Andor. But that's all pre New Hope stuff.
Yeah.
And post Return of the Sith. But,
have there been any talks about like a new Star Wars movie? No, right?
No. I think they had this
Rogue Squadron.
Yeah, Rogue Squadron. But I think they had this long form storytelling best served as episodic television, because then you don't have to really compact things in a 3-hour movie. You can just compact it in 6-7 episodes.
And it's not like a huge swing, right? So you don't have to drop like $100 million or whatever to make it.
Yeah,
that's true.
People will watch.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we put that one to bed. One thing I wanted to ask you guys also, since we're on the subject of Disney Plus. Oh, here we go. Misso is Favreau needs to take over Star Wars. I think he pretty much is, right? What's her name? Kathleen Kennedy. She's pretty much on the outs, right?
Not on the outs, but she's taking the backseat role, and then having Favreau and who's the other guy? Filoni do the actual story writing.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to ask you guys, since we're on the subject of Disney Plus, there hasn't been a whole lot of info regarding She-Hulk. I don't know, man. I kind of feel like this is the one that I may not watch.
Why would you be dismayed from not having a lot of info? Because right now it's still probably in production.
There's a lot of like talk about who's being hired and everything, but like there's no buzz. Am I the only one who's picking that up, or?
No, I can see what you're saying, but that I saw a couple of ads up on Twitter already for all those shows being released sooner or later, and there was a couple, like a scene where the She-Hulk already transformed into her green nasty self. But yeah, not a lot of I guess other clues in that. He's got to have to wait it out. I mean, once we get closer to when it's supposed to be released, I think during the summer, then we'll probably get more.
I hope so, because I'm like starting to feel like I don't know if I'm going to watch this show. But...
Well, plus you're still kind of feeling the ride from the Spider-Man movie. That why kind of convolute the whole airways with another Marvel property coming out right away.
Yeah. Luke, do you have any thoughts on the She-Hulk?
Oh, Tatiana Maslany, I've liked pretty much everything she's been in, so I've got faith that she's going to pull it off.
And
Is that who the actress is?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Tatiana Maslany.
She was in Perry Mason. I don't know if you watched that episode on HBO or that series. Sorry, I think it's already summer 2020. It was released.
Yeah, I remember the show. Yeah,
phenomenal. She's an insanely talented actress. So I really feel like she's going to be able to pull it off, whatever she does.
Okay. All right. Well, since we're on the subject of that, what about Moon Knight? How are you guys feeling about that?
Oscar
Isaac?
Wilde? Not Wilde. I'm feeling that same way about that you are about She-Hulk, actually.
I'm kind of on the same. Yeah, I'm kind of. I kind of see what you're saying, because the Moon Knight photos we've seen, they haven't been impressive, and I want to watch Moon Knight a little bit more than I want to watch She-Hulk.
So are you expecting just to be a lot more grittier than any other Marvel series out there, right?
I want it to be gritty, but I know it's not. That's the thing.
Okay. If so, they might. No, I mean, they're not might, but there's a rumor that, or at least a movement on Twitter where they're trying to get Eric Bana, Edward Norton, and what was the other guy's name?
Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, Mark Ruffalo to do a whole another Hulk combination movie with all three of them together.
You mean a multiverse Hulk movie?
Multiverse Hulk movie. Yeah.
But I guess they never really confirmed it, but they always kind of made it seem like everything was like all the stuff that happened within the Hulk movies are all canon. But I guess it doesn't really matter because they can all happen in separate universes, right? And
the multiverse is open. Now it's time to make everything canon within the Disney sphere.
But Edward Norton, I don't know, man. That guy's, from what he could be. He may want too much control, and Disney's be like, "Nah, dude."
But that guy's not working right now, so you figure he's hungry for something.
Hulkverse, as according to Miss. So yeah, that would be pretty dope. Actually, I wouldn't mind that.
World War Hulk.
Hulkiverse.
Well, World War Hulk wasn't multiple Hulks though, and they've kind of touched a little bit on that with the Thor movie.
Yeah. Well, add that to like the.
What timeline does have multiple Hulks is the Old Man Logan, the Wolverine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But they were all like inbred Hulks, so that's the only bad part.
Yeah, they were like Banjo playing Hulks.
Yeah.
Well, if that's how they're gonna introduce Wolverine, that'd be great too.
Like how?
Well, because how Wolverine appeared on Hulk 180 and 181, right?
Yeah.
Why not have him come onto the universe through the Hulk?
Oh. You know what? That would be pretty cool if they were somehow to incorporate the Hulk 180, Hulk 181 storyline in introducing Wolverine. That would be pretty badass.
It's the only way. I mean, they already, because the first Wolverine was having them just be Logan, and he's just wandering around the continental U.S. looking for his identity. Why not give him this true origin where he used to be a bad guy and he fought the Hulk?
Yeah, I mean, that would be interesting. I'd be up for that. Yeah, for sure. Before we end the show, there was some news that you brought up. So is that true? Image Comics bought Transformers or Skybound, right?
Skybound, yeah, I think they're still in the middle of talks of that. And it's not just Transformers. I think GI Joe is also in play. I think Hasbro still has to agree to the stipulations, and then they'll probably get a deal from there.
I mean, what does that even mean though? Like Skybound, like who's writing over in Skybound? It's better than IDW.
I mean, I don't know. I guess they can give it to Robert Kirkman. I don't know.
Well, the thing about their focus was to get away from all this convolutedness and what's going on in IDW, and actually just focus on the small banner robots instead of just keep on adding, these other Autobots and Decepticons in minor roles. You want to create a continuity with your first cast before adding on later, right?
Right. Now, is this just rumor that you brought up, or is this actual like?
I forgot the website that came on. Let's see. Was that comic book resource?
I don't know.
See.
Okay, it looks like
Screen Rant. Hey,
okay, that's a legitimate website. Yeah, according to Skybound, or according to Screen Rant, Skybound's purchase of IDW Transformers could save the main continuity. So it looks like, yeah, maybe Skybound will be buying them, or at least getting the rights to the property, the IP. I'm cool with that, right? It kind of sucks for IDW because I don't know what IDW is going to have after that.
So I'm still on quarantine. So yeah, I'm on witness protection from COVID.
Thanks for joining, Miss Misso. How was your New Year's, Misso?
If IDW lost a bunch of Hasbro properties, what else is still up for grabs? And who's gonna grab them?
I don't know. I mean, they're gonna have to probably get new creators to just create your own stuff, right? I mean, that's probably the best thing for them. This could be a blessing in disguise for them because now they've got to get a bunch of creators who are willing to, give them their give them a chance to create their own properties.
Well, which means that will that also mean live TV shows on AMC just to, after they gain some popularity within the Skybound Image group, that they'll start doing TV shows for GI Joe and Transformers.
I don't know, man. GI Joe. You know what? I don't understand. Like GI Joe is a property that they should have done a TV show off of. Like a gritty GI Joe movie or TV show.
Would you like it to be campy like as the cartoon, or do you want it more based on real life situation now?
Based on real life, based on some of the older comic book storylines. Not older, but there's some pretty good storylines that GI Joe has produced. That it's not all campy, and I wouldn't mind that.
So bring up old stuff like the Iran Contra affair, the bunch of stuff that happened in South America.
There's the and then there's that one where, man, I can't remember the storyline where one of the Joes infiltrated Cobra and like he was starting to get he wasn't starting to turn, but he was starting to have some empathy for Cobra.
Are you sure it's not the cartoon where it was Lifeline that gave the hots for
No, it wasn't that. But I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
For one of the dreadnoughts.
Yeah. No, I know. I mean, that would be a great episode too, right? That would be a great live action episode too, right?
Yeah. I mean, they could treat GI Joe like how they did the Losers. It could be just that small cast. It'll work out just fine. You don't need to have the whole fucking cast or the roster on there.
Yeah, just a small, maybe 5 main good guys, 5 main bad guys, and then little cameos of some of the other characters. I don't need to see Shipwreck in his sailor outfit.
I do want to see a shipwreck. I do want to see a shipwreck and bazooka fight. Like their constant banter was the thing that made the cartoon, funny.
Okay. I'd like to see Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Cobra Commander, obviously.
Your boy.
Yeah.
Would he still be down to do a Cobra Commander?
I don't know if they pitched it to him like it's a more grittier, reboot of G.I. Joe, right?
Hey, whatever works. I mean, we have Cobra Kai, and it's a better rendition of Karate Kid. It still has that Power Ranger feel to it, and it's nicely written. Actually, season 4 started out pretty well.
Yeah. Looks like E-Man joined us on the chat. I have a feeling Kirkman will treat Transformers good. Unfortunately, I never read any of the Transformer comics ever. I mean, we don't even know if Kirkman would do it. I think he did
produce it. He'll oversee it. That's automatic.
You mean architect the storylines?
Yeah. Why not? Yeah. Why not?
Looks like Miss O said the Transformer comics are hit and miss. They're just some. Yes, that is true. There are many of them. Decades of comics. Check out the 80s Transformer comics online, man. They had some great storylines back then.
Well, you have the Transformers. Then you had Beast Wars. You had Headmasters. You had so many renditions of this universe, and then you had the Michael Bay universe, which totally killed everybody's childhood.
Yeah, let's not. That doesn't count.
Why not?
Just because it was just like, no, it doesn't count. Well, did he do the Bumblebee one? I've never even seen that one, but I heard it was good.
He had producer title on that one.
Okay,
not directed or written.
Was Bumblebee Haley Stanfield? Was that her, the actress?
Yeah, I thought it was. Bumblebee.
I'm trying to see who the cast is on this thing.
Haley Stanfield.
Was?
And John Cena.
John Cena was in that movie?
Yep. You didn't see him. No, you don't see me waving my hands like John Cena. That's why.
All right, cool, man. Well, with Skybound potentially buying them, I think for me, I'm all for it. I'd like to see what they can do with those properties. What about you guys? What do you think?
Oh, I'm not expecting much.
Oh man.
Yeah, after Snake Eyes, anything from Skybound will be great. Okay, but I'm not gonna keep my expectations high. I know it's gonna be better than what has already been made.
That's very true. That's very true.
Not a knock on Henry Golding, but god damn it, that was such a waste of a ninja movie. They could have just went all ninja with that thing, but no, they had to make this whole origin with Snake Eyes work, and didn't. And missed the opportunity having Ika, whatever his name is, from the Red Redemption. He's the best martial artist on that movie, and he didn't do jack shit.
Okay. I haven't seen it yet, so
You don't need to.
Okay.
That's not homework for you.
All right. I get you. All right. Well, I think we've covered everything that we wanted to cover. Anything else that you guys wanted to bring up?
Well, if you guys watched first episode of Cobra Kai, I'm not down to talk about it. But other than that, we can talk about it.
I have not yet watched it. Luke, have you?
I've watched the first 3 episodes.
Well,
it's entertaining. It's good. I'm enjoying it actually.
So does Terry Silver look like what's his name? The dude from Kung Fu, David Carradine?
From which guy is he?
Okay, Terry Silver is the old guy with the
Yeah, the at Cobra Kai.
Yeah, the rich dude.
John Kreese's old friend.
Yeah, but does he look like David Carradine now?
David Carradine now is dead, but
I know, but
A little bit. I think you're thinking like the white ponytail.
yeah.
He's doing a good job, though. I mean, Terry Silver is doing a good job.
I mean, granted, the fight scenes are still a little bit cheesy, but it's nicely written, and I like this little subplot with the new kid in town.
oh, they brought in another kid.
Yeah, a little junior high kid.
Yeah.
Did they ever bring back the girl who got fired or let go like after season 1? That was Daniel LaRusso's daughter's best friend.
Ooh, I don't think so.
Okay. Oh, Jumpman 209. I'm waiting for Hilly Swank to show up. Yeah. And where's Mike? You know what? I've heard Mike Barnes is going to show up next season. I think this is what I think. They're going to bring Mike Barnes in next season, and then Hilary Swank comes in the season after, and then they're going to end the show.
Oh, then don't forget the other what's his face? Jaden Smith. Jaden Smith has to show up.
It's not canon. It's not canon. I think even Ralph Macchio has said that's not canon because it's not Miyagi verse.
I don't think they're going to end the show anytime soon. I think they're going to go. I think they're going to go a while with this one.
You can't. Yeah, but I mean, eventually those kids are going to look like 30-year-olds, and they can't be in high school still, right?
Well, but they're introducing younger ones, and I think that's what
like
they're
Power Rangers, man. And they're just constantly going through a whole gambit of new kids every season.
Yes, because LaRusso and is Johnny, they're both already old. Who cares?
Yeah, and they're starting to work together and learn each other's styles.
So all right. In 10 years, right? The Cobra Kai as we know it show will no longer have like the original Karate Kid cast. It's going to be like a completely different cast.
Yeah,
right?
it'll be called Eagle Claw and not
no. Ralph Macchio is going to be he's going to be the old sensei.
Because he was already saying a bunch of stuff from what Miyagi was saying in the first Karate Kid. So they went through the whole gambit of the what's that called? The I guess training sequence for Johnny Lawrence. But he's telling a bunch of Miyagi's old stories.
Oh, okay. Did you watch the whole show? The whole season?
Not yet. I'm still on the second episode. I'm piecemealing it.
Okay. All right. I haven't watched any of it. It might be a while, so I don't care about the spoilers and all that stuff. So, yeah.
Rodney, Jackie Chan wouldn't show up for that. Jackie Chan would not show up for that.
For what? For Cobra Kai?
Kid. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like I said, I think Ralph Macchio had said that his movie doesn't count because it's not part of Miyagi-verse. So
yeah, I mean that's China versus Japan anyway.
Yeah, dude, Ralph Macchio, according to Jumpman, is 60 years old.
I wouldn't doubt it.
That's weird because I believe Pat Morita was 60 when he did it, and they do not look. the dichotomy in how they look at 60 is crazy.
Well, Ralph Macchio is Italian. Italian blood, they age slow.
Well, and he's dyeing his hair. I mean, come on.
Yeah, look at Marissa Tomei, Jessica Alba, something Bellucci. I mean, those Italians do age slower than most regular folk.
Well, I mean, even Johnny Lawrence, he looks good for. I'm assuming he's got to be in the 60s also, right?
Oh yeah, but I think he gets Botox. Just like John Kreese, he's getting Botox. You can tell because he can't squint.
He can't what?
He can't squint. Like his eyes are just like locked in. Like he's.
Oh my God.
I know he's 80. He's gotta be at least 80.
There's no way John Kreese is 80. I gotta look this up now.
Martin Kove is 75 years old. And William Zabka, he's 56. He's a little bit younger than Ralph Macchio.
Okay. I mean, he's still,
So if
he
Mr.
looks good
Miyagi
for
was still doing
56.
Karate Kid, then yeah, I'd say Ralph Macchio could probably do another 10 years of Cobra Kai, or at least 10 seasons.
Wow. All the way into his 70s.
Why not?
Okay. According to Miss So, I will have to agree with that. None of them age. They all look amazing. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Botox is a miracle cure.
All right. I think we've covered everything we wanted to cover tonight. For those that are tuning in, thank you for showing up. Again, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on YouTube so you guys know whenever we come on. Make sure you guys let all your friends know about the show. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. You can follow me, AJ the Comic Collector. You can follow Red, C-List Villainous Red. You can follow Luke at Luke Weeks. You can follow you can follow E-Man, C-List E-Man. Red, what is our hotline?
209-975-7597. Hit us up day and night. We're life coaches, so if you need help, need tips, give us a call, give us a text. We'll answer you back as promptly as we can. And seeing how we were the whole theme of things, most of the people that we talked about are pretty much the people who grew up with during the 80s here. So yeah, 40 years later, or at least 30 plus years later, they're finally coming back up and gaining their A-list status again. Right?
Well,
That's what's happening.
I don't know about A-list, but they are back in the forefront of some form of celebrityness.
Well, they're not C-list, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, E-Man wants to remind us. Yes, we are waiting for our 200th subscriber. So let your friends know about the show. I do have some stuff that I want to give away. So once we get 200, I can get you some books out there for a giveaway. Another thing is, make sure you follow Luke on his Facebook group, RKFA Comics. Go to his website, rkfacomics.com, and follow the C-List Villains IG accounts, C-List Villains, and the C-List Villains podcast. Other than that, guys, we'll be back Thursday for a brand new episode. Hitting 2022 off right. We want to thank everyone for joining in and still supporting the show. And, we've got some things in the works for 2022 and maybe some appearances. So keep your eye out for any of those announcements. And thank you for joining, and we'll see you guys this Thursday. Peace out.
Peace. See you guys.
Thanks again for listening to another episode of the C-List Villains podcast, your cultivators of the comic culture. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and email us at clistvillains@gmail.com. You can also leave us a voicemail or text us at 209-975-7597. Be sure to join Luke Week's Facebook group, Rare Keys and First Appearance Comics. And you can follow us on our 2 Instagram accounts, C-List Villains and C-List Villains Podcast. Lastly, follow the villains on their separate IG accounts, at Luke Weeks, at C-List Villainous Red, at C-List E-Man, and I am at AJ the Comic Collector. Thanks for listening, and